Welcome back to Boston Public Radio. We have good news. YouTube.com/GBH News is now up and running for us, and you can see us there, or at Facebook.com/GBH News. Andrew Cabral is in for Jim Browder, who's on vacation, and we are broadcasting live from the Boston Public Library. And it is time for Live Music Friday, tomorrow afternoon on the South End's Plaza. Betances, the 50th iteration of Festival Betances. Celebration of Latin music, food, culture will take place. Rain or shine. I hope it's going to be better weather than they're predicting. Juan Nieves is here with us. He and his orchestra will be opening this year's festival. We just heard them. They are great. They're going to play for us twice in just a couple of minutes with a stripped back edition, not the whole shebang, but you'll get the idea. And also at the Boston Public Library today is Vanessa Calderon Rosado, CEO of IBA, the group behind the festival, built on a foundation of affordable housing advocacy, which has grown into offering community programs, housing assistance, and youth development programs for Boston's Latinx community. The website for more is IBA, I-B-A Boston, ibaboston.org. I got that right? I think I did. Vanessa and Juan, thank you very, very much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having us. Very excited.
I'm very excited about this because I lived in the South End for years. Yes. And right down the street, first on Tremont Street, then on Shawmut, right down the street from Villa Victoria. So I have fond memories of the festival, had no idea about the history, about Ramon Betances. So that's where we're going to start. Talk a little bit, Vanessa, first about the creation of Villa Victoria.
Sure.
And then how this sort of festival came about, and then we're gonna go to Juan and the music, which is, and his last name is Nieves, by the way.
Oh, Nieves.
Yes.
Oh, our apologies.
I felt compelled to do that because that's what it is in Cape Verdean as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought you knew that, Andrea. And here I was following your example.
No, it was my mistake.
No worries.
Well, thank you first of all for having us. IBA, o Inquilinos Boricuas en Acción, was founded by a group of Puerto Rican activists back in 1968, 55 years ago, to develop housing to revitalize the neighborhood of the South End, and they created Villa Victoria. If we fast forward 55 years, IBA continues that. We have almost 700 units of affordable housing in the South End and throughout the city, as well as programs. And one of the programs, in addition to our early education program, youth development, resident services, and financial empowerment, is the arts. From the beginning, our founders felt that the arts not only were a wonderful way to celebrate our heritage, our culture, our history, but also as a way to bring the community together, to share our culture, and to build community, to make communities safer, more vibrant, healthier, prosperous. So 50 years ago, they started Festival Betances with that goal, with the goal of bringing people together and celebrate culture. And this year, as we celebrate our 50th edition, we are having a lineup of salsa, Caribbean salsa from Puerto Rico, from Cuba, and from the Dominican Republic. From 12 to 8 tomorrow in Plaza Betances, we will be celebrating that wonderful cultural tradition. And as you said, Andrea, the festival is named after Dr. Ramon Emeterio Betances.
Yes, tell us about him.
Yes, he is a Puerto Rican patriot who was one of those Renaissance men of the 19th century in Puerto Rico. He fought for the independence of Puerto Rico from the Spanish crown, and he was an abolitionist, a doctor, a physician, a surgeon, an essayist, a poet. So it was really one of those people that we Puerto Ricans and Latin Americans as well, because he worked very closely with our Dominican brothers and sisters in their independence movement as well in the 19th century. So it's really a wonderful figure to honor, and after him, our festival is named 50 years ago.
So Juan, tell us about the music and what you're going to play for us in just a minute.
Well, the music that I'm going to be performing today is a summary of what's going to happen tomorrow, because tomorrow I have my full orchestra. For today, I just brought a small concept, which is a quintet. And, but we're going to be playing 2 original songs.
Okay.
The first one is called Raíces, written and composed by Juan Esteban. He's a Puerto Rican male. And arranged by Jonathan Quintero. And the second song is called Improvisador, which is a tribute and honor to the Improvisador, which are the singers that improvise in the folkloric music of Puerto Rico And other Latin American country, they call it payadores. But yeah, it's going to be a little mix of different cultures and rhythms.
Okay, so why don't we go over and you go over and get ready to start playing so we can hear both of these songs. And I wanted to ask Vanessa something, but go ahead.
Sure.
Maybe if you
No,
want
no,
to.
go right ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say, when you think of the neighborhoods in Boston, how much they've changed, the South End is one of the ones that's changed so dramatically. You talk about
Yes.
50 years ago to now. So that is, I would imagine housing has been not easy to achieve.
Correct.
Yeah.
And part of the mission of EVA is precisely to develop and preserve affordable housing in the city and in the neighborhood. And right now, we're in the process of creating and developing more housing. We're in the process of creating a new building that then will free up buildings that we're in, running programs to develop more housing in the neighborhood. So we're very excited about that as well.
Are we ready for some music?
Yes.
We all set up?
Okay, let's take it away.
Raíces is a tribute to the bomba culture of Puerto Rico and the African American rhythms. So it goes like this.
Saludos a todos los latinos allá. Nací en este país de padres puertorriqueños y me llevaron allí desde que yo era pequeño. En el barrio donde crecí fue donde yo fui aprendiendo las costumbres de mi país y cómo ser borinqueño. Óyelo bien, nunca olvides
De dónde son tus raíces.
nunca lo olvides.
Nunca olvides de dónde son tus raíces.
Pero entonces yo volví, no me quedó más remedio, fue para sobrevivir y así comenzar de nuevo. No fue fácil para mí, le puse todo mi empeño para lograr construir cada uno de mis sueños. Óyelo bien, nunca olvides
De dónde son tus raíces.
ay, nunca lo olvides.
Nunca olvides de dónde son tus raíces.
Soy tan solo un simple ejemplo de muchos que andan por acá, que viven del mismo sueño de un día poder regresar. Algunos logran hacerlo, a otros les sale mal. Se olvidan de dónde vienen y para dónde es que van. No lo olvides, nunca olvides.
De dónde son tus raíces.
No olvides tus raíces.
Nunca olvides de dónde son tus raíces.
Ajá. A bailar todo el mundo.
Nunca olvides de dónde son tus raíces.
Ay, no te olvides de tus padres, no te olvides de dónde viniste.
Nunca olvides de dónde son tus raíces.
Así como vienes de por allá, trae lo que tú creciste, con lo que tú creciste. Vaya.
Nunca olvides de dónde son tus raíces.
Nunca te olvides, no, si viniste de cualquier parte, acuérdate de donde creciste.
Nunca olvides de dónde son tus raíces.
Ay, acuérdate de tu cuna, recuerda que eres boricua hasta en la luna. Boricua hasta en la luna. ¿De dónde son tus raíces? Thank you.
Hey!
Juan, do you want to introduce the members of your band before you come back so we know who everybody is?
You want me to go there?
Well, you can do it from here or do it from there.
No, no,
over from there. Over from
Okay,
here.
let's
Back
go.
here. My mistake. Sorry about that. Yeah, we want to give credit to everybody that was in the band. What are we going to see tomorrow over the weekend?
Tomorrow we start at 12 with a wonderful, beautiful, very colorful parade that snakes around the south end, starting in Plaza Betances and ending in Plaza Betances. And then at 1 o'clock, we kick off the salsa music with Juan Nieves and his orchestra. And then we have salsa from Cuba, Barbarita Zamora. We have SBM, another local band. We have David Pavon coming from Puerto Rico. And then we close out at 6:30 with Jose Alberto El Canario, who is Dominican, and he is one of those salsa icons. So we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful
and it's free.
afternoon.
It's free. It's fantastic.
And we have a kids zone. We have activities
food,
for children,
yeah.
food, vendors, arts
It's
and
amazing.
crafts. It's a lot of fun.
Juan, I asked you before when you were over there, so now that you're back over here, tell us who's in this band. You're going to play for us in just another couple of minutes.
Well, the musicians that are playing with me in this occasion are the main singer, Rafael Moreno from Panama. Well, right now he has the Cuatro, so...
Yeah.
The flute player is called Jailene Rivera from Puerto Rico also,
Yay!
from Santurce. We have in the congas David Antonio, also from Puerto Rico. And in the bass, Andrés Escalona from Colombia. But we're going to have, tomorrow is a big concert. It's the whole orchestra, 10 players, different countries, and we're all playing music.
I just have to tell you, I can't even imagine how that's going to sound with the full orchestra. It's so, even with the stripped down group that you have here, it is so smooth. And my father played bass in Cape Verdean trio, right? Just all Cape Verdean music. Taught me how to pick out the bass line of any song, anytime. I went right to the bass. Your bass player, I mean, it was fire. Your bass player is fire. The addition of the flute, honestly, I just want to tell you, I think it, and the mixture, I can hear every single influence in that music, every single one. But let's talk about the Quatro, because you were basically born with the Quatro in your hand.
We can say it like that. Yeah.
You play it like it's part of your body. It's so natural. So tell people how long you've been playing it, and tell them what a Quatro is.
Well, the Cuatro is the instrument that, my singer Rafael is holding right now. It's a 5-string, double-string instrument, which is 10 strings in total. That's Puerto Rico's national instrument. And I've been playing it since I was 4 years old because of my father. My father was my first teacher. So he taught me the first few songs. And so I've been playing it for 24 years right now. And lately, with my instrument and my folklore music, I have traveled more than 15 countries around the globe just playing folkloric music, salsa, the music from the mountains, that we call it seises and aguinaldos. I have also played plena, salsa, bomba, a little bit of it, everything. So basically tomorrow I'm gonna be performing all that. You know, plena, bomba, salsa, folkloric music, like a mix of Cuban song also. So it's a little bit of everything.
Okay, so before go over there and get ready to go play again, and then Vanessa
get another song.
And Vanessa's going to tell us. You go to ibaboston.org, and you will see a full array of what's available for free, as Andrea pointed out. Anything else you want to highlight before they start playing again?
I hope everyone will join us. The weather's going to be great. Again, this is the 50th anniversary. It's a big year, and again, it's just another way that we build community, not just share our cultures. So I hope people will join us. It's going to be great.
So what's the name of this song?
Oh, this next song is called Improvisador, written by a Cuban composer, Reiber, Nodal, arranged by Feliciano and myself.
Improvisador, the improviser for...
It's an honor and tribute to the improvisers around the globe, mostly Latin people. We call it trabajadores in Puerto Rico and payadores in every other country. So it goes like this.
Vine a la vida escuchando cantar a mis viejos, viejos que me presentaron el arte rural. Y aunque adolescente fui blanco de absurdos complejos, la décima siempre fue parte esencial de mi hogar. No hay discoteca mejor que mis viejas parrandas. No hay un poema que en algo pueda superar al verso espontáneo y sencillo que solo se canta cuando alma y cerebro se van el misterio a explorar. Improvisador, mago sin sombrero y sin mangas, con palomas de palabras, sin más truco que darle a todo color. Improvisador, casi siempre tan incomprendido que le cierran los oídos a tu voz, a tu voz. Me duele cuando la mordida de la indiferencia te deja las marcas que pocos te pueden sanar. Hagamos murallas de aquellos de vasta experiencia y de esos que salen sin miedo el camino a explorar. Improvisador, mago sin sombrero y sin mangas, con palomas de palabras, sin más truco que darle a todo color. Improvisador, casi siempre tan incomprendido que le cierran los oídos a tu voz, a tu voz. Dance if you want, okay?
Improvisador, en cada verso dejando el corazón.
Desde pequeño aprendí a apreciar la cultura y el folclore.
Improvisador, en cada verso dejando el corazón.
Tengo un nombre y apellido que me sabe a tradición.
Dejando el corazón, dejando el corazón, dejando el corazón, dejando el corazón, dejando el corazón.
So
was-
good.
Yeah, that
So
was
good.
Juan Nieves. He's going to be the opening performer. He and his orchestra at the Festival Betances this weekend. And as we said before, go to ibaboston.org. That's, I said it wrong. It's IBA, but we're going to spell it. ibaboston.org.
That's correct.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for coming in.
much.
That was such
Thank
a
you.
fantastic treat.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
both for being here.
After the new news, we've got Callie Crossley from our own GBH, and you're listening to Boston Public Radio 89.7 WGBH.